watching Good Morning Mars. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Good Morning Mars. I would like to introduce Guy Johnson, who is an amazing guitar player, and you are going to get the ability to get to hear him play. He's playing a Jimi Hendrix song. It is
One Rainy Wish,
which is a great song, and it happens to be pouring down rain outside, so it's kind of very timely, very perfect for what's going on. So Guy was kind enough to join us today, and what's been going on with the music scene with you, Guy?
not much right now.
Yeah,
No gigs.
yeah, and it's been that way.
Yeah,
It's been that way for a few months.
yeah, I've been that way since March.
Yeah. So is there any solution for this? I mean, you know, we've been trying to put on a program where people can actually see other
the
artists.
sun keeps coming up. It'll all blow away.
It all is
Yeah.
going to change eventually,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it-
Yeah.
It'll take time.
It'll take time. And when it does change, Guy plays all around town. Can you name off some of the places that you actually have played?
Some of the casinos and some of the smaller clubs and parties and some of the senior homes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet they love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very, very cool. So we are bringing you some music today. We have got another group that is going to be playing a Hendrix song, and Guy is playing a Hendrix song, and then we're going to do a little Linda Rondstat together, and we hope that you enjoy the show. We hope that you're doing very well in this particular new lockdown that we're having. Oh my goodness. So enjoy the show. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Golden rose, the color of the dream I had not too long ago. Misty blue and lilac too, never to grow old. There you were under a tree of song, sleeping so peacefully. In your hand a flower played, waiting there for me. I have never laid eyes on you like before this time, this day. But then you walked in, what's my name? And you stole my heart away, stole my heart away. Golden rose, the color of the dream I had not too long ago. Misty blue and lilac too, are never to grow old. Golden rose, the color of the dream I had not too long ago. Misty blue and lilac too, are never to grow old.
Hello everyone, welcome to Warrior Danika Does the News. Are you ready?
Yes.
Should we do this thing?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this thing. Oskar Warrior is sitting in with me as we do the news. So our first story today is Metro Train on Whale's Tail. Yeah. So in the Netherlands, near the Dutch port city Rotterdam, a driver of a metro train escaped injury when the front of his carriage, while operating it, rammed through the end of an elevated section of rails, landing on a whale sculpture, shown in the picture above.
Oh boy.
What?
The company that operates the metro line said the driver was uninjured and that there were no passengers on board at the time when it crashed through the barriers. It created such a stir locally, though, that the authorities urged sightseers to stay away, adding that there were coronavirus restrictions and that they were definitely enforced and that crowds were not allowed to gather. But even so,
What happened?
50 people were at the scene of that fateful morning as engineers tried to work out how to stabilize and then remove the train amid a rising, strong, blustery winds.
Jeez.
Yeah, right onto the whale tail. Yep.
That must.
Right on that. I mean, as scary as that is, but no passengers on it. So the architect who designed the sculpture, Martin Sturgis, told Dutch broadcaster that he was pleased that it likely saved the life of the driver. I'm surprised it's so strong, he said. The plastic sculpture has been standing there for 20 years.
20 years?
And you wouldn't expect that it would hold a metro carriage. Authorities have launched an investigation into how the derailment could have possibly happened. Can you imagine? The driver will undergo an extensive interview as part of the probe.
I have no comment.
The team of experts is investigating how they can get it down safely and said it's going to be tricky.
Tricky. Trickster, it's tricky, man.
It's going to be tricky.
You gotta make it tricky.
All right. Number 2, our next one. Our next news is lion cubs on baker's rooftop.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, Khan Yunis in the Gaza Strip, on the roof of an apartment block in one of the Gaza's most crowded cities, are 2 lion cubs prowling among the water tanks and are dining on slaughtered chickens as children take selfies. It is a bizarre sight even in a war-scarred Gaza Strip that has become very accustomed to the unaccustomed.
Oh boy.
The 75-day-old male and female cubs named Fathy and Philistine have become playthings for bored neighbors. Though animal experts expressed concern on hearing of the situation, and as his nephews, brothers, and neighbors, children in the neighborhood are playing with the animals, Abu dismisses any of the potential risks. So he's a bakery owner, Abdullah Jamea, age 27, and he said that he got the cubs from a local zoo, but declined to give further details. He stated, "It's my hobby. I was attached to them, and I love to have them. One day, Abu hopes that he can have his own zoo, and believes that when you raise them as babies,
Wow. You raise him as a baby.
a harmony will grow between both of you, and they will not hurt you." I don't
What?
think that's true. I don't think that's
I
true.
don't think that's true. Because they'll
However,
grow up to be mean.
that's right. However, the animal welfare organization Four Paws, who rescues mistreated zoo animals, said that they were alarmed to hear about the cubs and believes that when you raise them as babies, that they do not become harmonious and that they are indeed dangerous, and claiming that at the age of 6 months, a lion becomes more dangerous as it gets bigger and bigger and his muscles become stronger and stronger. And they also fear for
6 months.
6 months, that's all it takes. And the cubs themselves are in danger, because they're in an environment that they should not be in.
Yes.
Palestinian laws do not permit raising wild animals in people's homes and are adamant that wild animals be kept in proper zoo facilities. Abu's neighbors seem untroubled by the presence of the lion cubs.
They should be troubled.
They should be troubled. And one of his neighbors stated, "I am not afraid. On the contrary, we are proud to have the lions in our area."
No, that's a cool story.
I mean, you know, it'd be fun to play with them and everything, but
Dangerous.
dangerous.
I've been cheated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? I've been put down, I've been pushed round. When will I be loved? When I find a new man that I want for mine, he always breaks my heart in two. It happens every time. I've been made through, I've been lied to. When will I be loved? When I find a new man that I want for mine, he always breaks my heart in two. It happens every time. I've been cheated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? When will I be loved? Tell me, when will I be loved?
All right, our next news stories is Hobbit House Vacations. A Rhode Island property is offering Lord of the Rings fans the opportunity to live out their Middle-earth fantasies in rental Hobbit homes.
Okay.
The Preserve at Boulder Hills Club, a sports club in Richmond, said the Hobbit houses are based on the same dwellings used by the hobbits in the Lord of the Ring movies.
Sounds about right.
Right? Cool. There are 5 Hobbit homes, and they uniquely and individually are themed. And right now, one Hobbit house is within a pumpkin patch, and now they are going to decorate it for Thanksgiving. And during Christmas time, they're going to go all out and just do the whole
The whole thing.
lights and trees and everything and make it gorgeous,
Well, that sounds cool.
right? And then redecorating again in the spring with tulips. The houses can be rented for groups of up to 8 people to hold parties, dinners, or other events.
They're small houses, aren't they?
They're small houses. The management believes that because of COVID, that these Hobbit houses are going to be a huge hit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It is an opportunity to dine with your group of friends or family and have a private atmosphere where you can have your own server who's taking care of you.
Cool.
Yes, my master.
Cool.
The rentals start at $660 and get more expensive as the number of guests grows.
Oh boy.
And with the rent, you are guaranteed a wonderful memory that will, without a doubt, last a lifetime.
Lifetime.
Last a lifetime, maybe, yeah. So our next news story is wearing your face on your face.
What?
According to New York psychotherapist Dana Dorfman, mask use has created a challenge in the ability to express ourselves in public when all that is visible is half of our faces, right? Although she claims that we can still utilize alternative ways of communication, such as raising our eyebrows,
Logical.
nodding our head, giving a thumbs up, or a wave of the hand.
But hello. Oh, hey,
Which says many things.
yeah.
All of these things and more may offer a window into our intentions. In Rio de Janeiro, George Royts, I think that's how you say it. Royts? George? His name is
However you
George.
say his name, someone please tell us.
So it's George. Okay, it's George.
Sorry.
George with a J. Used to create the magical world of Rio de Janeiro's carnival with its colorful costumes and fantastic floats. Now, in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, he is using art to make masks that don't attempt to disguise, but to be as real as possible.
Oh, great.
George paints face masks that are so accurate that they tend to be uncanny. George says that he created these masks in order to not lose his own identity.
Ooh.
Man with a plan.
I am the man with the plan.
He's the man with the plan. He paints the person's lower face on a white mask, taking time to really work over the details and make the skin hue and lips the correct color. The masks have become popular with people who don't want to hide their face during the pandemic, but choose to wear masks in public. George said in an interview, "I've had a really positive reaction, and people get a good laugh out of it as well. Something that was meant to be sad became something that brings joy."
Joy. Joyful mask.
That's
guys.
right. That's right. And with that, and with a little bit of joy to you this morning, we wish you a good day, and that's the news.
All right.
During the first round of COVID lockdowns, I happened to catch a live Facebook performance that was filmed at home. Loved their sound. It was Pacific Northwest musicians Sherrie and her husband Bill Bertman. They are guitarists in a Lynyrd Skynyrd tribute band called Whiskey River. They are currently also in an acoustic band that is a mostly female group called Sirens of the Wood. They are also known as William and Aline on their Celtic Gypsy instrumental CDs titled Gypsy Supper and Dowry of Guitars. The video you are about to see is Sherrie, Billy, and their daughter Grace Bertman, who has her own project called Ultraviolet. They are performing their version of Jimi Hendrix's Red House. So please check out the links below and you will find more information on them and their music, and enjoy this version of Red House.
Hi everybody out there. We sure do miss you. It's Saturday rainy day quarantine blues time. Here we go. We're going to play a little Jimmy for you.
know the sister always will. That's my girl. I love her. Woo! Take care, you guys. Stay safe.
Thank you so much for joining us on Good Morning Mars in this 9th episode. And Guy, thank you so much for being with us today. And we just really enjoy his music and look forward to seeing more of him, especially when you get out and that quarantine is lifted and you're able to get out there and play. And I'm sure that everyone is going to want to go see you, and we're going to support you in that. So we just want you to be blessed, and we want you to just have a safe week. And we just hope great things are going on for you in your life. We love you, and we are so appreciative that you're tuning in. Have a great time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're watching the, okay? And so I'll keep it rolling. Okay, okay. Is anybody out there?
I hope so.
I hope so too. What was called, oh, that the authorities, but even so.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Stay away because stay away because and the driver will undergo an extensive interview to give further details. The management believes that because of COVID, that these Hobbit houses, the magical world of Rio de Janeiro's. See what I see. Ooh.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to see your hand wave.
Oh, he's right under. Yeah.
So that means it's going fast.
Just realized that heater's on.
The heater's on, mother.
Okay, now it's
get down.
We have to do it again. Gonna get Teresa up here. Okay. All right.